guys, Bleanders here, and since a little over a week ago on Tuesday was the Clash at Daytona, and then the next day on Wednesday was qualifying for this year's Daytona 500, today I'm going to be telling you guys the results from this year's Clash, and the starting lineup from this year's Daytona 500. So in this year's Busch Clash, which this year was run on the Daytona road course instead of on the oval track, Ryan Blaney started on the pole with Alex Bowman starting alongside him in second. And after a crazy finish with Chase Elliott taking out Ryan Blaney in the final chicane, Kyle Busch was able to get past Chase Elliott to go on to win this year's Clash, so Chase Elliott came home second, third was Joey Logano, fourth was Tyler Reddick, fifth was William Byron, sixth was Denny Hamlin, seventh was Alex Bowman, eighth was Eric Jones, ninth was Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 10th was Matt DiBenedetto, 11th was Austin Dillon, 12th was Eric Almirola, 13th was Ryan Blaney, 14th was Ryan Newman, 15th was Kevin Harvick, 16th was Chris Buescher, 17th was Brad Keselowski, 18th was Ty Dillon, 19th was Kurt Busch, 20th was Martin Truex Jr., and 21st was Cole Custer. And then for the starting lineup for this year's Daytona 500, starting on the front row on the pole was Alex Bowman, with his teammate William Byron starting alongside him in second. And then as of a little over a week ago on Wednesday, third was Eric Almirola, fourth was Bubba Wallace, fifth was Ricky Stenhouse Jr., sixth was Kevin Harvick, seventh was Christopher Bell, eighth was Ryan Preece, which he was one of the go-or-go-home drivers that raced his way in based off his qualifying time, ninth was Austin Dillon, 10th was Daniel Suarez, 11th was Chase Elliott, 12th was Denny Hamlin, 13th was David Reagan, which he was the other go-or-go-home driver that raced his way in based off his qualifying time, 14th was Kurt Busch, 15th was Kyle Larson, 16th was Kyle Busch, 17th was Matt DiBenedetto, 18th was Ryan Blaney, 19th was Austin Cindric, which he was one of the go-or-go-home drivers that still had to try to race his way into the 500, 20th was Kaz Grala, which he was another go-or-go-home driver that still had to try to race his way into the 500, 21st was Joey Logano, 22nd was Chase Briscoe, 23rd was Ryan Newman, 24th was Ross Chastain, 25th was Cole Custer, 26th was Brad Keselowski, 27th was Michael McDowell, 28th was Martin Truex Jr., 29th was Eric Jones, 30th was Chris Buescher, 31st was Tyler Reddick, 32nd was Anthony Alfredo, 33rd was Ty Dillon, which he was another go-or-go-home driver that still had to try to race his way into the 500, 34th was Jamie McMurray, 35th was Corey LaJoie, 36th was Quinn Houff, 37th was Garrett Smithley, which he was another go-or-go-home driver that still had to try to race his way into the 500. 38th was BJ McLeod. 39th was Timmy Hill, which he was another go-or-go-home driver that still had to try to race his way into the 500. 40th was Cody Ware. 41st was Joey Gase. 42nd was Josh Bilicki. 43rd was Derek Cope, and 44th was Noah Gragson, which he was another go-or-go-home driver that still had to try to race his way into the 500, which both him and Derek Cope didn't get in a qualifying time. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys did end up watching this year's Daytona 500, be sure to put down in the comments below which driver or drivers you guys were rooting for. For me, like I've been doing the past few years, I once again was rooting for my favorite driver Chase Elliott, which this year, just like in years prior, he's once again driving the number 9 Napa Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. And then I also was rooting for one of my former favorite drivers, Jamie McMurray, which he was driving the number 77 Advent Health Chevrolet in a one-off ride with Aspire Motorsports. So it was really cool to see him make his return to the Cup Series since he last raced back in the 2019 Daytona 500. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.